My mom was very sweet. She was devoted to motherhood. She had 3 children. I was the youngest of 3. I have 2 older brothers. And truly, I think her identification as a mother was the most important one in her life. She lived in California her whole life. She was born there in 1915. And my entire professional life has been on the East Coast. So negotiating that distance had always been a challenge. She had a wonderful marriage with my dad. After he died, she lived alone in the family house. And her entire hope was that she would be able to die in that house, but that's not eventually what happened because of care issues. This was the hardest of all because, you know, she had taken care of everyone her whole life, and in some really profound way, she deserved to be at her home and to die there, and we could not figure out a way to do that. After she was in Silverado, I tried to go every month and a half or so while I was obviously working full-time here. And squeezing that time, you know, it meant I would take a late night Thursday flight, come back on Sunday. I mean, it's just very exhausting, but worth it. It seemed too little. It was too little. I think one of the very difficult things for me, which I never did resolve, is, you know, people would ask me, why don't you bring her to Massachusetts so you can be close to her? And I couldn't do it. I didn't think it was the right thing to do. I talked to my brothers about it and others, but in a way it would, I don't know. You know, I mean, that's a kind of unresolved issue that I still worry and wake up at night about, that maybe that would have been better for her. I don't know. The responsibility you feel and the guilt is just tremendous, and not really knowing what the best thing to do. I'm a person who's very decisive. You know, I know what to do. It's my job. I need to make quick decisions, and I did do that. You know, I handled, if you watched me from the outside, you would have seen me handling this situation the way I handle my job. But the internal toll it took was huge, and it continues to take a toll.